Hi everyone, Greg here, and today we'll take you on a journey and see how we can use JCO to comply with WSUD requirements for a development application. So here, our example project in Parramatta, they have a DCP which says water sensitive urban design should be implemented for all new developments. And to comply with that requirement, we need to develop a music model for council to assess, and that's where we use JCO. So to start, go to cleanstormwater.com.au, then click on the login or sign up button. That's free. Once we're in the portal, enter the project address and select it from the drop down menu. So here I've got a development in Parramatta. Then I'm going to go John Connor Online. That's the music model generator. And we'll start. So enter project details if required and click start project. Now I have to establish my catchments. So to give you guys an idea, this is the example we'll be working with today. We didn't work on this project. It's just a simple Google screenshot. So we're going to put those catchments in. And I'm going to click that yellow catchment button and establish the catchments like so. So roof 1, um, roof, select roof, enter the surface area like this as an example. And I can obviously add all the catchments, and once I'm done, I'll click the create button here. So fast forward to the project that I've done. I've set up all the catchments like so, and I've clicked create and adjusted it. So now I have a background. I've put all my catchments in the correct positions. And if we look at the catchment nodes, we'll see parameters here. So these parameters are based on the local council requirements. If we go back to parameters requirements, they refer to the New South Wales Music Modeling Guidelines. So we have already included the parameters for this guideline in JCO. So it's automatically loaded up and you don't have to manually input it anymore. Now looking at the treatment nodes, it's categorized based on the pollutants they target. So primary, secondary, tertiary, like so. If I click on that one and view the bio, we'll see the parameters also line up with the requirements for Parramatta, which is the New South Wales guidelines. So 400 TN 40 orthophosphate, and that's going to be the same for all devices. They're going to have parameters based on local guidelines, makes it easy. And then I'm just going to connect all the catchments with the treatment nodes. Most importantly, I want to make sure they match my drainage plans. So over here we have roof into a rainwater tank. If you add a rainwater tank node, you can actually access our rainwater tank tool by clicking on this button here, and that will help you to calculate rainwater tank demand for, let's say, irrigation, flushing, things like that, if you don't have the values yet. So I've put that one in, and I've added in a GPT and finally a bioretention here for treatment. So I'm just going to click run, and based on that run, we have these results. So the authority targets are also included in JCO. For Parramatta here, it's going to be custom for each council. If I go back to Parramatta's DCP, that's actually going to match 90, 85, 65, 45. So quite handy there, and it tells me that I've met all my targets, so that's good. And once I'm satisfied with the model, I can generate a report. So clicking on this button, I've got a report here. And what I need for submission is the report. So that's the first bit. Click on that. You can include the maintenance and inspection requirements for each device based on local requirements. Click on that one, and it's going to help you create the maintenance plans. Organize your maintenance schedule, things like that. We know some development applications require the maintenance plan, so that's a handy thing to have. So we have all the devices here, and we're just going to generate the combined report. So that's one with the maintenance plan. Just going back to the report, if we just want the music report with no need for maintenance plan, you can just say no, and it'll generate the music report only. So that's something to note. So we have the report. Next, we have to download the rainfall data that's also needed for the submission. So download the MLB file here. And lastly, we need that model. So that's my MSF model here. Again, click on that one, download the music model, and now I have music model, rainfall file, and the report here. So I've put all those files in my submission folder. You can see rainfall file, music model, and the report. Doing a quick check on the report before submission. And this is how it looks like. So you've got city council, you've got a screenshot of the Google Map location, info on the rainfall data used. You've got your source notes, some of your catchment areas as well. Very important to double check against your actual plans, right? Treatment notes, what's been used, and the treatment train results. So showing everything matches, including the hydrocarbon reductions if you've specified devices with hydrocarbon reductions. That's just the ones with the hydrocarbon oil dot here. Useful for councils that need hydrocarbon. I think in Parramatta they need 90%, so that's why that's there. Mass balance, that's for determining how much storage you need based on the cleanout frequency. So in this case, we need 297 liters minimum if we want to have a cleanout frequency of twice per year. Then we've got screenshot of the model, and you can actually check the model online as well. So any external consultants or councils can view the model online without needing an account, which is quite handy. If I just copy that link and come out here like so, and view as guest and start project. So there we go. They can interrogate the model, see what's going on, but they can't change any parameters, so we know the original submission is always the correct one. Next section in the report, we've got drawings for all the specified devices, including what parameters have been used. So again, for council's assessment and making sure that they match the plans. You've got manuals, technical manuals on how each device works as well, based on manufacturer. By retention here again, and we have a little summary of all the parameters for council as well. And of course, if you have the maintenance manuals attached, or if you've downloaded it as an option, then we have it here. It gives you all the good info, work health and safety, what inspection and maintenance is required for the hume scepter, things like that. So that's the report. So now let's look at what happens once we've submitted it to council. So here are the files that I've downloaded. I've submitted it to the council officer. Council officer opens the email or however it's been submitted and just downloads the file to their assessments folder like so. So I've got my rainfall. And so in the council assessment folder, I've got those files. The PDF report, of course, I can open it, and then that's the music model. So I can just right click, open up the model, and interrogate all the parameters, things like that, verify it against the plans, and all the good stuff for assessments. So there you have it, guys. A journey from the start of a model to the assessment stage in council. That's an easy way to comply with WSUD requirements. Till next time. Before that, let's quickly have a look. And there we go. Music model is open. Council can run it, interrogate, and all the good stuff.